Welcome to PLZ Soccer's fixture preview for the SPFL. Tam, we've been loving watching Scotland, but we like to watch games domestically as well, don't we?
Yeah, we do. I'm delighted that the domestic stuff's back. I know we've done well this week, but nothing beats club football for me. And although Scotland have been good and got some positive results, I'm delighted that the SPFL's back.
Right, all the games on Saturday this weekend. First game, early kick-off, Hearts against Rangers. Interesting one though, because if Rangers win, top of the league. If Hearts win, goals dependent, they go above Rangers.
Yeah, it's a big game. As I said, if Hearts have got any aspirations of splitting the Old Firm, which is a big ask, they want to go there and try and beat Rangers. So Rangers coming off of a positive result, so it sets up for a great game. It'll be interesting to see how many players Hearts have got fit. There was a few away on international duty and they were struggling with injuries, but I think that'll be a cracking game.
Well, Ruffy, Robbie Nielsen says that they can beat anybody at Tynecastle.
So they can. They've proved it before. They've done it to Celtic, they've done it to Rangers. If they go out with the same mentality they usually go out, get in about them, sometimes they get a bit of success from it. I think the players, Tam said, coming back for international duty always puts a bit of buzz about the dressing room, so I think they'll all be looking forward to it.
Can Rangers afford a defeat or maybe even a draw now that Celtic have lost points?
Yeah, I suppose they can. I mean, we all were sitting here talking about Celtic going through the whole season undefeated and then St Mirren beat them. So that, in any given day, you can, lose a game. But Rangers will see this as a lifeline, because it could have been 8 points they were behind and now it's only 2. So, they'll go out there and just as you were talking about there, a win puts them top of the league.
What have you got for that one?
I've went Rangers 2-1, I think.
I think it'll be tight as well.
I've went for a draw. I think it'll be 2 each.
Right, moving on.
Rangers will be looking ahead to a big game on Tuesday as well, Liverpool.
True, yeah. Right, Aberdeen against Kilmarnock. Derek McManus returns to Pittodrie, Tam. It's been an interesting one, that.
Yeah, it will be. Listen, I think he's done a great job up there at Pittodrie. I don't think he got the credit he deserved, to be honest, so he'll go up there looking to put one over on them. I think he was probably disappointed the way it ended at Aberdeen. I think he probably thought he deserved longer and a wee bit more respect from some of the supporters, so he'll go up there try to get a result, but I don't see them getting one. I think that Aberdeen will beat them.
They're only on 4 points now, Ruffy. They'll be desperate to get even a draw out of the game.
Yeah, they certainly will. They've got to start picking up points, because once you're down there early on in the season, it's difficult to get out of it. You just need to win games, but I'm like Tam waiting on this Aberdeen resurgence, so they've got to start winning home games. Aberdeen, they can't win a game then draw one and lose one. They've got to go on some kind of run to keep their supporters on board.
They're only a point behind sixth position now. Do you see them finishing in top 6? I know it's early just now.
It should be. The amount of players that he's brought in and the quality he's brought in, I would expect them to be a top 6 team. I don't know where, but definitely top 6.
Liam Fox's first game in charge for Dundee United against Johnstone. Can he pull them away from that bottom section, that bottom place position, Tam?
It's a big ask. I mean, they've got a great squad of players up there. They've got an experienced squad of players. It's whether he can get the best out of them. They're bottom of the league. St Johnstone at home's a fixture that I think he'll be licking his lips. I know St Johnstone have been decent, but St Johnstone have been in bottom 3, bottom 4. I think if Dundee United have want to pull away from there, they've got to win their home games against the likes of St Johnstone. Well,
is this a must-win for St Johnstone then? Because looking at their games coming up, they've got Kilmarnock away, Celtic at home, and then Livingston away. So is this a must-win?
No, I think it's. Listen, St Johnstone will fancy it as well. They're playing against a team at bottom of the league.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a derby up there, obviously. So no, I think it'll be a good game. I think I went for a draw in this game. I think Dundee United will get a draw in Fox's first game.
What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I think St Johnstone have got better than what they were at the beginning of the season. I think they'll go there with a bit of confidence. There must be a lack of confidence in the Dundee United camp. So I'm like Tam, I think I've went for 1 each in that one as well.
Right, Ross County against Hibs. Lee Johnson says that Malcolm Mackay's punching below his weight with County. Do you believe that? Do you agree with him?
Yeah, I would agree to a certain extent. I think last year the way they finished was really, really good, and anybody that goes up there knows they're going to get a hard tie.
Yeah.
But he's in the same circumstances as everybody else. Kind of keep talking about them and how good they are and how hard it is to win up in Dingwall. Got to start winning games.
Tam, good things to come for Hibs. Nisbet, McGeady, McManus all involved back in training. Have Hibs had a really good run at it yet, having players out here and there?
No, I don't think they've had a real full squad at the minute, full team. They've got players coming back, they've got a really strong squad. McCurdy will come back in as well after being suspended. Martin Boyle as well, so it's a big pool of players that Hibs have got, and once they're all back fit, it's going to be a real headache for the manager to keep 24, 25 players happy.
We know you're a big Porteous fan. After his performance with Scotland, are Hibs going to have to push the boat out a wee bit when offering him a new contract?
Yeah, I think they will. I think you heard Lee Johnson's comments. I don't think he's the highest paid player at Hibs by any means. I think he's if you're a homegrown player coming through at a club,
Yeah.
sometimes you can be, a little bit neglected when it comes to contracts rather than guys coming in for fees and foreign players. So I think if Hibs are really wanting him, they're going to have to push the boat out and get him up alongside Martin Boyle, which is big money.
Does that keep him there having that personal connection with the club then, if a big hitter was to come along?
It all depends if Ryan's, got eyes on elsewhere, if he wants to go to England. I think that game against Ukraine has put him in the shop window massively.
Yeah.
His clubs know they can get him for nothing in January. So I think Hibs have left it too late, and I think he'll go.
There we go then. St Mirren against Livingston. Ruffy, St Mirren will be on cloud 9 after beating Celtic, but has the international break come at a bad time for them?
No, I think the place will be buzzing. Any time you beat Celtic, it's great to go in on the Monday and everybody's got a smile on their face, and I think that would have continued right up into this game. It's another home game for them. They know that Livy will be difficult, but what if they show the same as what they did against Celtic, I think I've went for St Mirren to win this.
What did they do against Celtic, Tam, that not Rangers or Hearts managed to do this season so far?
I think they were physical. I think they had a go at Celtic. They played two up front, and you can't sit back against Celtic Rangers. You've got to have a go, particularly at home. I think the fact that the three sides of the stadium helped them as well. Obviously, there was a big thing made of that, the furore over Celtic not getting two ends, but St Mirren fans turned up and they backed their team and they got a result, so they'll think that was justified in doing that.
They managed to kind of slow Celtic down a wee bit as well, didn't they? Because Celtic start with that high intensity and pile pressure on teams.
Yeah, I think Celtic's team selection had a lot to do with that.
Yeah.
I think that when Stephen Robinson seen that team coming in and the players seen that, they must have thought, right, come on, this is your chance now. Because you do that as a player, you look to see how strong the other team is, and Celtic made 5 or 6 changes and brought players in that weren't been playing. So I think that helped them as well. But all credit to St Mirren, they're on a great run. I think 4 clean sheets out of the last 5. So they're very, very hard to break down.
Both of them on 12 points at the moment. A goal separates them. Who's your winner, or what have you took for that?
I think I went for St Mirren to win that. I think Livingston away from home are vulnerable.
All right.
And I think St Mirren will keep that. I think I went for 1-0 to St Mirren.
Right, last but not least, Celtic face Motherwell at Celtic Park. As we said earlier, if Rangers beat Hearts, Celtic must beat Motherwell. Is the pressure slightly more on Celtic, or is Celtic the outright winner in that one?
Nah, Tam Cowan was fancying his chances the other day, wasn't he?
He always
thinks
does in Motherwell.
I think he's tipped him to beat Celtic, but I can't see it at all. I know Motherwell were playing well and they've been unlucky the last couple of games, I think, but Celtic at home, I don't see anybody touching them, and I think they'll get back on the wagon and get back scoring 3 or 4 again.
I was looking at their previous results, Ruffy. Can you remember the last time Motherwell beat Celtic at Celtic Park? Or Tam, can you remember as well?
Was it Kevin Swaddle scored?
Was it that long
Was
ago?
it? I don't know.
It's 2015.
Oh, is it?
Louis Moult scored
Louis
both
Moult.
goals.
Who?
Louis Moult. He could be in this game as well. He's
Aye,
on contract
obviously
for
they
Motherwell.
signed him, and you always say never go back, but he was outstanding in his first spell there.
And he was unlucky against Hearts before the break as well.
He was.
Yeah.
Him and Van Veen have got the makings of a good pair, but I don't know if he'll play the two of them at Celtic Park. It'll be bold for Stephen Hamill if he does that, so we'll have to wait and see, but I think Celtic win comfortably.
Right, last question. Postecoglou says Starfelt, Carter Vickers and Yakimakis won't be in the game for Motherwell. If you're him, would you be worried about that, or is your squad got enough strength and depth that you're able to cope with them missing?
Well, you would like them to be playing, obviously, and I'm sure Motherwell, when they find out they're not playing, they'll think, we've got a wee chance here. But as you said, they've got people to come in. They've got places for everybody. And you would expect, if it had been away from home, I might have thought it was a bigger issue. But they're at home, so they're going to have most of the possession. They're going to have most of the chances. So no, it's still Celtic for me.
They were all out for St Mirren as well, weren't they, Tim? So if you're a Celtic fan, would you be worried about that?
I agree with Ruffy. I think away from home, then possibly, but at home, they're going to play well. Shoot a poor game against St Mirren. I think he's going to play again in Jens. If you're Van Veen or you're Moult, you'd fancy your chances against them, but Celtic would be too strong. I think I went for 4-1 on the back of 2 centre-halves been out. Motherwell score.
And what did you go for, Ruffy?
I went for 2-0.
Well, thanks very much, guys. We'll be back next week with another round of fixtures to look forward to. We'll see you then.